Hey, and welcome to this video. We're going to be talking about policy-based routing, and it's going to be a short demo of basically how to set up routing a particular host out of a certain interface other than the default gateway. This is done basically by applying by creating an additional routing table with an additional default route. And then we just basically point all of that traffic from a particular host. So we're not creating additional subnets. We're keeping everything on the same LAN. I've got this machine that I'll be working on, and also a laptop which is connected via Wi-Fi to a HAP, and then I have a VPN tunnel between that HAP and a CHR in AWS. We will then route all of the laptop's traffic over that interface, whilst all other devices will route out to the normal internet-facing network. So let's get on with it, and hopefully will be a bit clearer. So this is my HAP, as I mentioned. Got a local IP address of 192.168.23.1. Sorry, no, yep, that doesn't. My machine that I'm on right now is on 150. So I've got this other network here, which is what I'm accessing it on remotely, so that I don't lose access to it whilst changing any routing. And then on here we have, let's go to the DHCP server. So as I mentioned, I've got another device connected here via Wi-Fi, and it's on 149. So two devices. One's going to route one way, one's going to route the other. As I mentioned, the my MikroTik in AWS is running my VPN server. So just to show you that. That's based on a video which I did recently about creating an LT2P server with IPsec and then connecting two MikroTiks together. So effectively that's what I've done here. Get the IP, PPP. That's my client connected, which is my HAP. So we get IP addresses. And you can see, so it's giving out 100, and I've specified that within the secrets. It's because I'll be using those for routing. So the other thing I've done is added a route on here to point back to that LAN over that interface, because I'm not going to NAT the traffic across the VPN tunnel, so it needs to know how to route it back once it's routed it back from the internet. Okay, so hopefully that's clear enough. Back on my HAP, we go to I'll just show you the routing table as well. So I have a default gateway, just the one. There's my LAN bridge, and then there's my LT2P network. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an additional routing table, which is there already, CHR, and make sure you tick this FIB for forwarding. Make sure that it forwards the packets based on the routes. And then what it means we can do is then we can add additional routes. So we can add another gateway, which you wouldn't normally have multiple gateways unless one was a backup and they had different distances. Or they're in separate VRFs, if you're familiar with VRS, virtual routing instances. But we're going to have this gateway pointing at our other side of our tunnel, which is dot 1. So we're on 100. That's on 1. You can see that's how it reaches it there. And then just change this routing table to be CHR. There we go. So now anything in that routing table is going to use that default route. So at the moment there's nothing else in there. So again, we go back to routing as well. And then we go to rules. Now we're going to add a single rule, which is going to route our source IP of 123.149. And then it's going to be /32. We don't need to add that here. And then we're going to say default gateway. And then we will change our table to be CHR, and lookup is going to be lookup only in table. Okay, so it's going to look up that route if it needs it. And now that's pretty much it. So what we're going to do now is jump onto our test machine. Okay, what I can do now, just confirm I've got the right IP. There we go, 149. Now let's do a trace route to public IP address. There we go. See, it goes to 10.1.254.1. Now it doesn't resolve the next IP because it's within the AWS network. But then after that, there we go, hits the public IP addresses. And eventually gets to 111. So then in here, if we go to my IP, there we go, as I mentioned before, that's the IP address of the AWS CH hub. And we've just confirmed that. So if we jump back onto here and then we just stop that, and then let's just run that trace route again. Here we go. Now you can see it's going out of my local network. And just confirm. Yeah, so it's changed now. Okay. Well, that's pretty much it, really. There's obviously more you can do in terms of routing whole subnets, whole networks. If you wanted, you can set the destination if you've got a particular network you want to hit. So a website or something that you want to hit on the other side of this network. Say your CHR, the static public IP address. So there were some things, remote devices you needed to hit from that, and your local machine wasn't necessarily going to get, or your local router wasn't going to get a static IP every time. You could then just route that traffic out of there, knowing that IP address is always going to be the same. But that's just one example of something else you can do. But yeah, if you'd like me to expand on any of this, if you've got any other thoughts or uses for this, then please comment below. But if not, I'll say thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.